All right, welcome to chemistry and the first day video syllabus here. All right, so listen carefully here. Okay, so your video syllabus. All right, so this short video or presentation will cover how my class is managed and organized. In addition to this video, you will also receive a normal paper syllabus in case you need to reference this information for later. Okay, the syllabus is also on my homepage of my website, which you're going to see. So as you watch the video, answer the questions to complete the first day assignment. By the end of the period, you should have completed the following 3 tasks. Okay, you should have registered with adobe.com, and I will show you how. Okay, you should watch the video syllabus and lab safety video, okay, or download them if you want, and answer the assigned questions. Okay, take the first day online lab safety and syllabus quiz and report your score to adobe.com. Okay, that way I can access your scores. If something happens and you can't report to adobe.com, here's what I suggest. Take a picture of it with your cell phone camera, all right, or do a screenshot and email it to yourself. Okay, but make sure you call me over so I can record your score, okay, and make note of it. Okay, and by the way, you can use the first day assignment you're working on right now to help you with the quiz. Okay, all right. So, class website. Okay, it's rhs-chem.wikispaces.com. Okay, so here it is. Here's my syllabus. Okay, notice something. If you need to make up bell work, click on bell work. You can download bell work assignments to make up missing bell works that you were absent for. Or notes if you were absent and you need to make up notes. Click on PowerPoint notes. All right. Also, any e-learning assignments that we do in class. Okay, click on the e-learning assignments to make up, okay, an e-learning assignment that you may have missed in class. Okay, so like I just showed you, if you need to make up PowerPoint notes, okay, click on the PowerPoint notes link here. Okay, if you need to make up bell work, same thing, click on the bell work link on my website you just saw. Okay, and if you missed any of the online assignments, click on any of the e-learning links I just showed you. Okay, so my class structure, it's divided up into 4 main parts in my grade book. Okay, so we have classwork is worth 10%. Okay, this includes things like bell work and the daily assignment. Okay, homework, you're doing notes for homework. All right, labs and activities, 20%. Labs will be done in class. Tests and quizzes, 60%. Notice most of your grade is on the good old test here, 60%. So you don't want to miss a test in my class, okay? And any written assignment in my class, whether it's a lab, a worksheet, okay, you should always answer in, you could probably guess what that's going to say, complete sentences, all right? So always answer in complete sentences and always show all of your working calculations. If you just write an answer on a math problem, you're not going to receive any credit. Okay, I actually give more credit for calculations than I do for just an answer. Okay, especially when we study stoichiometry in the mole. Okay, so always answer in complete sentences and show all your work and calculations. All right, so classwork. Well, what are we going to be doing in class? Well, classwork is worth 10% of your grade, okay? It includes bell work and the daily assignments. So bell work begins as soon as you walk through the door and will be on the board, okay, while I take roll, okay? So bell work consists of 5 days, usually, okay? 20 points a day, so 100 points for 5 days, okay? And I usually collect it on Fridays. Okay, if there's a holiday, it'll be usually out of 4 days, so 80 points, right? So, but usually, if there's 5 days in a week, it's 100 points. So daily assignments will consist of either an online assignment or a worksheet with practice problems. Okay, so sometimes we won't be able to use the computers, and I will just hand out a worksheet. And if this is the case, okay, it's due at the end of the period, and, okay, you need to show your work, all right? So about 3 to 4 times a week, you will be assigned a daily assignment. Okay, this is the online assignment or a worksheet. Okay, the online assignments will be done on a computer or a Chromebook or some other electronic device. All right, so after you are finished with the online assignment, always take a picture or a screenshot as proof of your score, just in case something goes wrong and you cannot report to adobe.com. Okay, like I said, always take a picture of it with your camera. It'll make sense once you start doing these online assignments, because these online assignments will give you a score when you're done. Okay, and you can always retake them for a higher score, by the way. But when you're done, okay, when you're finished, take a picture of your score, because it'll have your name and it'll have your score. All right, so it is also a good idea to record your answers as you work through these problems, okay, in case you don't finish. Online assignments require a score of at least 70%, okay? Scores or percentages below this will require you to take the assignment again, okay? These assignments usually consist of problems that will be similar or even identical to problems you'll encounter on the test, okay? So those are the online assignments, all right? So homework. Homework is worth 10% of your grade and includes Cornell notes. Okay, about 3 to 4 nights a week, you'll be doing homework or taking Cornell notes here. This is what the basic format looks like. Questions go over here, and your answers, calculations, tables, they all go on the right-hand side. Okay, so Cornell note taking is a style of note taking that I hope you're familiar with. If not, you'll learn about it. It's pretty easy. That provides a format for condensing and organizing information. Okay, so questions are always written on the left-hand side, and the answers, tables, or calculations are completed on the right-hand side over here. Okay, so questions over here, answers over there. The section of notes is where you review the day's lesson and complete a summary. Okay, very important here. So you can complete my summary that I will give you in the notes, or feel free to do your own. Either way, the summary section needs to be completed and filled up for 20 points. So every page of notes, one night of homework basically, is worth 50 points. Okay? You get 5 points for a quick write, which is basically a really easy question. There's no wrong answer. It's just to get you thinking about the day's topic. Okay? There's no wrong answer. It's just what you think. 5 points for just doing your quick write. Okay, the main section here is worth 25 points. The questions and the answers. This whole section is worth 25 points. Then finally, the summary section is worth 20 points. Okay, summaries are very important because that's where you really learn, when you reflect on what you did. Okay, that is when you really learn and master the subject, is when you reflect upon what you just learned. Okay, so total 50 points a night for homework. I will be checking them and stamping them the next day for completion. Okay, so when I come around to stamp bell work, I will be also stamping your notes to check them for completion. All right, so they will be graded the following day they are assigned. Okay, so labs are worth 20% of your grade. Okay, during labs you'll be working cooperatively with 4 to 5 other individuals. Okay, probably 4, maybe even 3 if it's a small class. So everyone is expected to do their part. Okay, students will always clean up their labs if they are to be excused when the bell rings. Okay, if you leave and the lab station is dirty, I will give you, your whole group, an unfavorable lab grade. I will dock you down points. Okay, it's not fair when other lab groups are cleaning up and you're not. Okay, so as a group, I encourage all students to assist one another. That doesn't mean copying, okay? That means showing people how to do it, okay? Cooperative learning is the key to all students learning and succeeding. Kids always say, oh, I was helping them. Well, copying is not helping them. Showing them how to do it is helping, okay? So, okay, if I catch you copying, you will receive a grade of 0. It's that simple. Labs are typically collected either the day of or the day after they are assigned. Okay? Depends upon how much time we have. All right, labs. Labs are made up of 5 parts. I'm hoping you're familiar with them. A hypothesis. First, make an educated guess on what you've learned, okay, and a purpose, okay. The materials. What lab equipment did we use? Okay. The procedure. What process did I take to obtain the desired results or data? Okay. Sometimes your lab is more procedural based. Okay. Sometimes it's more results based or data based. What kind of data did I collect? Temperature, time, etc. Okay. And then the conclusion questions. Usually the most important part. Always answer, okay, conclusion questions in complete sentences. Very important. Okay, you will get marked down for one-word answers or very, very simple answers. Okay, so lab groups. There are 8 to 9 lab stations in my class. You'll be working in groups of 4 to 5, like I previously mentioned. Okay, after each lab, make sure your lab station is cleaned up or you will not be excused from class. I'll just write you a late pass. Okay, you will be assigned lab stations over the next several days, I should say. Okay, once I have grades updated, things will change. So do not ask to work with friends. Lab groups are strategically generated. This way, not all the A students end up in one lab group and all the C students end up in another lab group. Okay, so I divvy up the lab groups to make them fair and even. Okay, students who do not work with their fellow lab partners and walk around during lab will simply be asked to go back to their seat and will most likely receive an unfavorable grade. Okay, they will either receive a grade of 0 or they will be significantly marked down on their grade. Okay, so students who engage in off-task behavior, okay, walking around, goofing off, breaking things, will also be asked to go back to their seat and once again receive an unfavorable grade. Okay, so labs are very serious in chemistry because you're working with flames, you're working with potentially harmful chemicals. Do not goof off. I take it very seriously. Okay, so tests and quizzes. We're almost done here. 60% of your grade. Okay, quizzes, okay, are usually based on the labs. So make sure you're understanding the labs and you'll most likely do well on a quiz. But the worst thing you can do in my class is miss a test, okay, and not make it up. Failure to do so, okay, will greatly impact your grade. Test retakes are an option, so please come talk to me if you are interested in taking a retake test. Okay, tests are done completely online and the questions are randomized, so it's pretty much impossible to cheat. Okay, so quizzes are short. They're usually, 10 to 15 questions, and they're usually based on the lab, okay, and they're worth fewer points than the tests. Okay, quizzes usually cover lab material, like I just said. So the midterm, though, in case you're wondering, and the final is cumulative, which means it covers all the previous material, okay, and is included in the test and quizzes category. So it's the midterm and the final is worth 60% of your grade as well. Okay, it goes into that same category. But the midterm and the final is usually substantially longer, 60 points or so. Okay, so you want to do well on it. Okay, tests can be retaken for a better grade, like I said. However, quizzes cannot be retaken, except the first day quiz I will allow you to retake. That's the only quiz I will allow you to retake. Okay, but tests can be retaken. Okay, by the way, if you're going to retake a test, come in at lunch or after school. Okay, so turning work in. Just so you know, labs or any paper assignments will always be passed forward to the front row. Okay, always separate the assignments in case I'm collecting more than one assignment at a time. Do not mix them up. In front of class are 3 boxes for each period. Okay, you will notice them and I will show you. Collected work will always go in the in box for your period. Okay, if you were absent, you'll turn it into the makeup box. Okay, don't come and hand it to me. Say, if anything, say, Mr. Fuller, I was absent. Where does this go? And I will point you in the right direction. Okay, so do not turn makeup work into me. Like I said, put it in the makeup box. Late work should always, okay, be put in the late work box, and it will be marked down 50%. Okay, so late work will be marked down 50%. This goes for online assignments as well. Okay, so do not turn makeup or late work into me. Okay, put makeup or late work in the correct section here. Makeup box or late box. When students say they turned something in, it's usually because they either A, didn't put their name on it, or B, they put it in the wrong place. Okay, so make sure you're putting them in the right areas. Okay, so makeup work is to be placed in the makeup box, like I just said. If you miss an assignment due to an excused absence, you have the same number of days to make it up as you are absent. So if you're absent 2 days, you have 2 days to make it up. Okay, come talk to me about receiving makeup work. If you missed a lab, I'll probably just give you a makeup assignment. Okay, turn any makeup work into the makeup box. Do not hand the assignment to me, like I said earlier. Okay, late work is to be placed in the late box and will be marked down 50%. So make sure you're turning everything in on time. Okay, restroom use. You'll be given 4 restroom passes worth 10 extra credit points each later in the week. Okay, if you do not use all your restroom passes, you can turn them in, okay, at the end of the term, during the midterm or final, to receive extra credit points. Okay, do not ask to use the restroom within the first 10 minutes of class, please. All right, that's what your break is for. Okay, so chemistry support. If you need help, come in after school or lunchtime or even before class, okay? But preferably at lunchtime and after school, okay? Okay, check out a book, that should say, and look at the sample problems, okay? There are many online tutorials as well and websites that can be extremely useful in helping you understand the content. So use your computer. There's a wealth of information out there to help you that I never had when I was in high school. Okay, use my website and review PowerPoint notes and any other links or resources that are available to you. Okay, work with a study partner, a friend. Okay, so the periodic table. You will receive a periodic table to use for the whole semester. Do not lose it or write on it. Okay, if you want an extra one to write on, let me know. Okay, your periodic table is for you to use in every class. Okay, you should have your periodic table out every day for the entire 90 minutes of class. Okay, it is to be used for classwork, homework, quizzes, and tests. And like I said, it should be out every day. You need it every day. Okay, so finally, a scientific calculator you should purchase. Okay, you need a scientific calculator to class every day as well, just like your periodic table. Do not ask to use the calculator on your cell phone. During tests, I will take it, okay? Because students have in the past taken pictures of test questions and things like that on the test. So I will not allow you to use your cell phone calculator, okay? Here's the type of calculator I recommend, a TI-30X. Okay, great calculator, very easy to use. Okay, and you can get them at Walmart, okay, any store, Rite Aid, okay, Target, okay. So, headphones and whiteboard markers. Although they're not required, I strongly recommend that you purchase the following objects. Whiteboard markers, okay. Headphones to listen to your lecture YouTube videos, okay. Homework can be done on your cell phone because if they're on YouTube, the lectures are on YouTube, you can watch them on, okay, your cell phone. We will be using a whiteboard marker in class to practice problems, okay, with your partner. And then headphones will be useful just in case you finish the daily assignment, okay, you can start on the homework and Cornell notes early. So a lot of the times the daily assignment won't take that long and you can start on the homework, okay? So your internet browser, okay, because much of this class is online, it is important that you are using an up-to-date and correct internet browser and software at home. So I recommend using Google Chrome is my primary choice. It's the best choice, okay, because it updates everything on its own, okay? So use Google Chrome at home and at school if you can. If you don't have Google Chrome, you can download it for free for any computer, okay? Firefox is also an acceptable browser and can be downloaded for free as well, Okay, so it is free. Okay, if you don't use Internet Explorer, okay, Internet Explorer always has issues, so use either Google Chrome or Firefox, preferably Chrome. If you don't have Microsoft Office or PowerPoint, Mr. Fuller, I can't download the PowerPoint files. I don't have Microsoft Office. Well, you can download, okay, a software or program for free. It's called PowerPoint Viewer. You can just Google it, Google PowerPoint Viewer, and it will allow you to view. You won't be able to edit them, but you can view the PowerPoint files for free. Okay, so very important. And then finally, because we do use YouTube, okay, and most of you already don't know this, but make sure your Adobe Flash software is up to date, okay, so you can watch YouTube videos with no glitches, okay? So you're almost done. This concludes the video syllabus, all right? If you still have any questions, okay, come talk to me. I'm more than happy to help, all right? So we'll see you next time for notes, all right?